you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I have a caramel apple macchiato thing. It's like half caramel macchiato, half their apple pie macchiato. I don't know what it's called, but it's delicious. Absolutely delicious. And we are here to talk about a 5-star plus read. I have not talked about a 5-star plus read on here since Bloodguard, which was a month ago. So typically I am good for one 5-star plus read a month. You know, I had quite a few last month in October, had 2 in September, 2 in August, 0 in the month of July. What's up with that? And then June, we had 2. Okay, so 2 to 3. What month is this? I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I was being like very generous, but that looks like it was January, February, March, April. In April, I had 6 5-star plus reads. But for the month of November, I had 1 5-star plus read. And if you saw my everything that I read in November video, then you will already know probably what book this is. It's the last book I read in November. I finished it on Thanksgiving. And that's Quicksilver by Callie Hart. It is the first book in the Fae and Alchemy series by Miss Callie Hart. And it was everything that I love in a fantasy romance. It is dystopian. It is Fae. It is other realms and world building and lore building and a magic system that makes sense. It is ruins. It is enemies to lovers. You start out with your main female character, and I'm going to mispronounce her name, so give me just 1 second while I look up the pronunciation. Okay, Google says it's pronounced Saris. It's Saeris. So, Saris. But she is your main female character, and you meet her in a very predicamental situation. She is going head to head with one of the Queen's guards, and she's from the 3rd tier of humanity on this planet, and she's basically poor as shit and has no, food, water, place to live. She's taking care of her brother. In general, she's got it real rough, guys. Real rough. And through a series of events, she ends up at the palace where the queen is going to murder her, burn down the whole city she lives in, and just fuck her. And we're only like 15% into the book, so I'm like, what the hell is going on, right? And the last minute, as she's being tortured, she grabs the sword of the guard who is torturing her. And that sword has a speck of Quicksilver in it, we learn later. And it reacts to her because she is a secret alchemist. Which they go on to tell you what an alchemist is. It would be a 4-hour review if I got into all of this lore. But she's secretly an alchemist. And the Quicksilver in the sword that the guard is carrying that's torturing her reacts to her. And here comes what she assumes is death. He is this gentleman with black, shaggy hair that's in his face. He's wearing a suit of armor with a wolf on the gorget and ruined tattoos up and down his arms. And he looks like death, she says, in her state of nearly dead herself. And he scoops her up and he takes her through this passageway. That's like, obviously she can tell she's like doing something magical. And she wakes up to find that she's in the Fae realm. And that gentleman is not Death. That gentleman is named Kingfisher. And he has quickly become my favorite book boyfriend. There are some good ones out there, and Kingfisher might top them all for me. He is the shit. Just great, great, great romantic-y MMC. He's angry, he's been burned, he's PTSD fueled, and he doesn't care about anybody but the people he loves. Like, fuck everybody and murder everybody but the ones that he loves, and he has come to care for Ceres. Now, there's a bunch of foreshadowing that is going on. They are absolutely hating each other in the beginning of this, of course, bickering back and forth. Then they use their sexual tension to play games with each other's minds, like one does, to get one over on each other. But of course, spoiler alert, they're mates, and they come to realize it, and it's just an awesome, awesome story. And I don't know how many books are going to be in the series, but the ending of this book does leave open a series, and plus the fact that it says Fae and Alchemy Book 1. I just really enjoyed it. It is really, really well done romantasy, in my opinion. I think that it had all of the marks that I wanted it to hit. It had all of the different nuances that I love in my romantasy. Had great banter. I kicked my feet a bunch. So many good lines. So many good lines. Kingfisher talks you through it, if you know what I mean. It's just an awesome, awesome book. I thoroughly enjoyed it. One of my favorites of the year. Do I like it more than Bloodguard? I'm going to be real with you. Just a little bit. So, unless something really blows me out of the water, I think Quicksilver is going to be my favorite book of 2024. I'm not saying anything yet, because legitimately I have changed my mind so many times so far this year. We went from, I thought it was going to be Study in Drowning, then I thought it was going to be Heavenbreaker, then I thought it was going to be Bloodguard, now we're on Quicksilver. There's been a lot of really good books I've read this year, guys. A lot of them. And that's just like in the fantasy genre. If we're talking about all books, I mean, I discovered Abby Jimenez this year. And Abby Jimenez is part of Your World series, is injected into my soul. Those books are so freaking good. So yeah. I also read Beloved by J.R. Ward, which is in the Black Dagger Brotherhood sub-series, and that's Nala's book, and just am absolutely obsessed with it. I love, love, love Nala, and I cannot wait for Biddy and Little Wrath's book. I know that it's coming. Probably not for a little while. I saw the Passion Flix casting, guys, for Black Dagger Brotherhood. You guys know I am a huge Black Dagger Brotherhood stan, but I don't do social media a whole lot. And somebody, a good friend of mine, was like, how are you following what J.R. Ward is doing with Passion Flix for the BDB? And I was like, no, I haven't seen anything. And so I went over there and started checking it out on Facebook. And honestly, I'm intrigued. The fact that J.R. Ward is as hands-on with it, I think is great. It is very difficult to cast something like the Black Dagger Brotherhood, because this series has been going on since I was in high school, if not younger. I started reading it in high school, so early 2000s. And I have set in my head what these men look like, because I've reread them. I'm actually currently doing a comfort reread of Lover Mine, which is John Matthews' book. I will have to follow it with Lover at Last, which is, I think it's Lover at Last is the name of Blay and Quinn's book. Because I cannot read John Matthews' book without immediately reading Blay and Quinn's book. There's too much angst in John Matthews' book for me not to follow. It's almost like it's One Piece at this time. John Matthews' book immediately into Blay and Quinn's book, because I can't not read them all together, because Blay breaks my fucking heart in John Matthews' book. Anywho, I'm doing a comfort reread of those two, and then I might follow it up with Beloved because I freaking loved that book. And I love the sub-series. I'm getting way off topic. I'm getting so far off topic. But I love, what is it? The sub-series of the trainees, the Black Dagger Brotherhood trainee books. There was like 4 of them. Those were so good with the little side murder mystery. Those were so good. I just love J.R. Ward and everything that she writes. I think it's just so, so good, especially in this world. But anyways, back to the Passionflix thing. I'm excited. I will be getting a subscription when it comes out because I think I'm intrigued. I really liked the Zadist casting. I thought the Zadist casting was really well done. I thought Vicious looked a little small for me, but then I saw another photo where he was working out with his shirt off and stuff, and he was a decent size, and I don't know. The only one that really kind of I was like, ooh, Fury does not look how I pictured Fury. The wig is not good, let's be real. But I'm hoping that's just in the pictures, and in the actual movie, the wig will look better. That was like my biggest complaint when I saw Fury's wig. I was like, no. Unless maybe the guy's an incredible actor and is going to prove me wrong. But yeah, that's my review of Quicksilver. How we got on the topic of Black Dagger Brotherhood, I don't know. Probably because I'm currently reading John Matthews' book and it's on the front of my brain. But yeah, I am currently reading through John Matthews' book in Black Dagger Brotherhood. I'm reading Rebecca Yarros's Variations. So Rebecca Yarros did Fourth Wing. And this is like a contemporary romance for her. Variations is. It's about a ballerina. And so I'm trying to give it a try. I also have The Naturals in front of me because one of my viewers highly recommended that, and I've read the first chapter or so of that. I am watching Spartacus. I've never seen Spartacus, but I went and saw Gladiator 2, and that is taking up all of the realm of my brain that's not taken up by books, is Gladiator 2, and so I'm watching Spartacus because it's kind of in the same vein. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and that's everything that I am doing to keep myself sane during this move right now. This may be the last video that you get in this room for a while. So I love you guys. Please stay tuned, and I will keep as much content coming for you as I can. And I love you guys. Thanks so much for joining me today. Liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. Love all the comments. And yeah, have an awesome rest of your day. Bye.